Welcome to Staying Relevant, the podcast hosted by Dos Best Palios. Went Spanish for you there. Two best friends, Pete Wicks and Sam Thompson. Clap myself there. Yeah.
So, I won't be drinking, I've decided, but I will be swearing. If you don't like it, yourself. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat and YouTube at Staying Relevant Podcast. Rate, review, do all of that crap. Follow, subscribe. I don't know what you're supposed to do with all that shit, but apparently it helps, and we need as much help as possible. Sam?
I feel great. I'm going to be honest, I'm having a very, very fun day.
Sam feels great. You can't see this yet, but you will be able to see it on Friday. But Sam is wearing a sort of a mint green Next polo and freshly highlighted straw hair.
They're freshly highlighted.
Yeah, it looks awful.
I went into the hairdressers a few days ago and just got a head massage. She just went in for the head massage.
I bet that was horrible for them because you've got a flaky scalp.
And do you know what? And then I got the treatment.
Got the treatment.
They went and they gave me all of the moisturiser on the scalp because I said I'm flaking off.
So this is Monday's main episode. You'll be able to watch this on Friday on YouTube, and then Thursday the bonus episode comes out, which you'll be able to watch on Sunday on YouTube. So that makes it
Monday, Thursday, Friday, Sunday. Because now we all know.
Someone's just entered the room. So when can you see the podcast? Just on your own?
Monday, Thursday, Friday,
Sunday.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well done. Nicely done. Fabulous. Let's fucking crack the fuck on, shall we?
As I'm sure you are all aware, myself and my best friend Pete have been away together. We like a holiday at the moment together, don't we?
They are contractually obliged holidays.
At work.
But we like to treat everything as a holiday.
I've never heard that come out of Pete's mouth before. So you enjoy your time with me?
No, that's the idea that I go with when I arrive to the airport, and then as soon as I step foot on the plane, I think, oh no, no, this is not a holiday. I'm going to be more tired when I get back from this than I was before I left. That's the antithesis of a holiday, really.
But we went to Colorado, baby!
We went to crack the US of fucking A.
And boy, did we burrow into that crack and made it our own. Because wow.
I'm super excited about being in Colorado because I've always wanted to be a cowboy. I feel like it was my calling in life. Sam, for some unknown reason, or I didn't know until I'd actually got to the airport, arrived 2 days later than me.
I was doing after sun.
I spent 2 days shopping. Literally shopping. I bought cowboy hats, I bought boots, I bought shirts, I bought jackets, I bought jeans, I bought jewelry. I went to town. I spent a lot of money in the 2 days Sam wasn't there, turning myself into a cowboy, and then spending the rest of the week just living my cowboy fantasy.
He did. Pete went and bought himself a motor. He didn't buy. He rented himself a motorbike because, and I quote, "I don't want to sit in the car with you for hours on end."
So we were out there working. We had lots of fun things to do, but it was all around kind of Colorado and Denver and the surrounding areas. There was a lot of traveling. You've seen what Sam is like to travel with, and it's not fun. So by the time Sam had got there, I had gone and rented myself a motorbike so that I could travel to locations alone, just so I could have some me time, which was great because it meant that I could put my cowboy hat and my pannier, and when I'd get out, I'd look like a cowboy. I had cowboy boots to do all that. I just really did the whole cowboy fucking thing, and it was my favourite part of the entire trip, actually. I was tempted to come in the cowboy attire today.
Oh, that would have been amazing. I should have bought mine as well. So what Pete's not telling you is that when I eventually landed, Pete said, I've gone and bought all of these things. And I got really upset because I was like, why have you not?
No, let's start that again. Sam knew I was there before, and I said, well, I'm going to buy cowboy stuff. Sam went, get me some. And I went, I don't know your sizes. And he went, just get whatever. That's Sam's exact words. Sam then arrives. I'd bought him boots, shirt, hat. Sam went, well, you've done me over there. None of it fits. And I went, I did say to you, I don't know your fucking size.
You know, no, Pete bought me the most disgraceful cowboy shirt. I looked like the fucking Milky Bar kid. Like, it was, you knew what you were doing. It was so bad you would never have worn it.
No.
I have a photo of myself in it, actually.
Okay, my shirt was just as bad.
No, you had tassels on it. You liked it. You love a tassel.
I did fucking love it. I absolutely love it.
Mine was a fucking disgrace.
There was a cowboy shirt, and listen, correct me if I'm wrong, but if you see a cowboy shirt, you imagine tassels and you imagine all the Western kind of stuff, all right? But how lucky was I to find a cowboy shirt that had spaceships on it? Show me.
Honestly, I was so upset because Pete, I rock up. Pete's wearing his really cool cowboy hat. He's got these really cool boots on. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to look like that. And he shows me what he's got me. And he's sold me right down the fucking river. I'm so upset at this point. The hat doesn't fit. Nothing works. The boots were outrageous.
Okay, I didn't pick the boots. I'm going to take that away. I didn't pick the boots. The boots that I wanted to get you, I didn't pick them. I'm not taking any creative input in.
So what did I do? I went and bought the exact same hat that Pete bought.
So Sam went and bought the exact same hat that I did, which really pissed me off because he just likes to do whatever I do, he has to do the fucking same thing, and it really aggravates me because it's like, you know, everyone already thinks that we're a little bit fucking much anyway. It's like when you have fucking twins and you dress them the same. It's just a bit fucking shit, isn't it? We don't need to dress the same or do the same thing.
But we looked fucking cool because we were both in our tank tops as well. That was great. Mine was a little bit too low cut, I think, actually.
Sam was showing a lot of titty.
Yeah. But you had to. It was boiling out there. So I had my cowboy hat on, had my vest on. Pete had his boots on. And then we just got into the outback, man. And we started really, really getting to know each other on a different level. Didn't we? Don't lie. The photo that didn't get used was actually where we took it one step further and we're back to back sitting on a wall.
I can actually...
Do you have it?
Yeah.
We're back to back sat on a wall and then Pete looks at his phone and goes, can't post that. We can't post that.
I'm not even joking you. Wait for it. It was a real sight for sore eyes, this. Let me tell you. Where is it? It's the one where you're caressing me.
But look at the background. It looks amazing.
It was amazing scenery, but it was ruined by...
The hand on shoulder.
The hand on shoulder. But this was this was like basically the first day we were there. And it was very, very hot. So I'm at one with the sun. Me and the sun are good. Because we've spent a lot of time together, hence the reason my face looks like a Chesterfield sofa, and I've sort of like dried up, crackly rhino skin that's sort of a Ron Seal colour chart colour. Sam, not great with the sun. Not great with the sun. Sam spent 3 hours in the sun, and please show them the picture.
It's so bad.
In a tank top, and I have never, 3 hours this was, in the sun, in the Colorado heat, out in the outback. And Sam looked like... It looked like strawberries and cream at Wimbledon. I mean, that is fucking...
You could see the neckline on my tank top. So what happens is I cream myself up, but I'd obviously missed out my chest.
Sam creams himself up. He looked like a glazed donut by the time he's finished putting his suntan cream on.
Do you remember when I had the 50 on me?
He's got factor 50 all over his arms everywhere, but had neglected his titty area. And, I mean, you were... like, it was bright red.
Oh, it's so good. We went horse riding and look how white I am in that. We went horse riding the next day and I've literally lathered on this factor 50 and Pete's gone, mate, you're whiter than Casper the Ghost.
Sam had an inch thick layer of fucking sunshine cream on because the day before when he'd had his 3 hours in the sun and he had put loads of cream on, factor 50, but just not on that neck area. So he gave himself fucking sunstroke and had to sit in the car with a mini fan and aircon because he's going, oh no, it's too much. How red am I going? 3 hours he'd been in the sun.
I had to get the brand to let me just have an hour out, so I had to sit in the car and go...
We were delayed by an hour because Sam was just recuperating slowly from his sunstroke whilst going, I'm just hot and now I'm cold and now I'm hot and now I'm cold. And
I was sweating, but then I was freezing. It was horrible. I didn't like it. And then Pete was like, you're being a wet. Stop being so wet. And I was like, honestly, if you had this sunstroke, you would understand. And then that moved into I had a tooth infection on the first day as well.
So, hypochondriac Sam, who who likes to visit a doctor in every country he goes to just for his own well-being. We were there. What was it? Second day. Second day. Sam had booked himself a private dentist and gone to see the dentist to get some antibiotics because he's not at home unless he's got antibiotics
in the pocket.
And I think Sam just has antibiotics with him just so that he doesn't have to drink with me. I genuinely think that's what it is now, because it can't be that you're that ill, because you must just reject antibiotics. They don't work on you anymore because your body's just used to them. Because he's constantly taking antibiotics for some sort of unknown fucking illness that doesn't affect anyone but him.
I did have a tooth infection. Don't lie. I had a tooth infection. Every time I ate, I was just like, ah.
But you do that anyway.
Yeah, but
and if it wasn't a tooth infection, it was sunstroke. And if it's not sunstroke, it's viral meningitis. If it's not viral meningitis, it's liver failure. If it's not
you are
liver
really going
failure,
through all of them.
It could be anything. He had Colorado fever at one point and thought he was going to die from that. That's not even a fucking thing. But he asked the fucking doctor for antibiotics.
Day one, I was on fucking good form though, wasn't I? At Red Rocks in the amphitheatre. Mate, I had my sunglasses on with that. Oh, mate, I had this chain on. I looked so cool. And that was when I was wearing all my cowboy stuff. And did I not? Me and Colorado bonded.
I'm going to tell you why that Sam and Colorado bonded on day one is because Sam had a white tank top on with the most horrendous pair of glasses I've ever seen, sunglasses. Bear in mind, Sam's got a sunglass brand, didn't wear them. He wore... Honestly, they were white ceramic-rimmed Ray-Bans with a gold chain that went down and a white vest and like stonewashed denim with a white trainer and a little pop sock.
Yeah.
Now, there was a gig on at Red Rocks, which was a very poppy type gig, which attracted a certain crowd. Sam's personality in the UK, and obviously everyone knows him from I'm a Celeb, where he just dished out hugs. As you can imagine, at a pop concert, with Sam dressed that way, dishing out hugs, he got a lot of attention.
Yeah, it was amazing. The first day was class. It was the best opening salvo we could have. Now, we can't actually talk too much about what we got up to there because there's going to be a lot of videos that are going to come out.
Yeah, you're going to be seeing it.
Put it this way, a lot of activities, a lot of things that Pete doesn't necessarily enjoy.
Yes, and a lot of things that Sam ruins for me so that I can't enjoy.
You did it again, by the way. You went, how to ruin fun 101 with Sam. He does it all the time now.
Because you get these amazing, like, this trip was more based around something I'd enjoy than Sam, most probably. Ruined. Ruined by Sam. A lot of the activities ruined by Sam.
You were sat on a horse when you said that, actually. He was sat on his little horse, and he went, how to ruin a good time with Sam.
Yeah, I'm not sure what we can say, but yeah.
Say about the horse, that's it.
Horse riding was an experience because I can horse ride. Sam hadn't horse rode before. But as Sam does, within 3 minutes thought he was John Wayne. And then started telling everyone how wonderful he was because he'd spent time with Frankie Dettori and picked up some tips or something. I don't know what the fuck had happened. And just ruined the entire thing for me. Until the point where Sam's horse started to speed up a little bit.
Yeah, that was terrifying.
And Sam lost control.
Shouting, Pete! Pete! While Pete's like one-armed cantering down the fucking lane. So good. It was Pete, honestly, and I'll give this to Pete. Without giving too much away, Pete is a very good horse rider. I was trying to mix it with Pete, being like, yeah, I could do what you're doing. So like when we were walking, it was fine. The moment this fucker sped up, I actually maintained, I even said to our guide, I went, I think the stirrup's a little bit too loose. I think if we tighten up the stirrups a little bit.
Sam was telling them how the fucking saddle and stirrup should be and at what length. He actually at one point
I'm creamed up with 50 on.
With the lady who is just she's lived on a ranch her entire life, been brought up in Colorado around horses, owns the fucking ranch, started going, really, you should probably hold the reins like this. Sam's telling her. Unbelievable.
Pete's at the back, by the way. Pete's at the back of this, not saying a word.
At the start of this, so we're just walking around this sort of nice meadow bit, and Sam's horse is, having a little little trot, let's say. I'm just behind him walking with my horse, and Sam's going, come on, Pete, speed up. I thought you'd done this before. And I thought, oh, fucking hell. This is where it starts. And it then got to the point where, yeah, you shit yourself a little bit. But the horse riding was amazing.
Wait for it, genuinely. When the videos come out, you're going to absolutely... When they come out, we're going to go into them in detail because so much happened on these excursions.
Yeah,
there's a lot to watch.
I'll take that one as being as being all right at that. But however, there is something that I am really not good at that you're going to say, which is possibly I think it's up there with the angriest I've been with Sam in a very long time.
Put it this way, he can't do anything about it. He's stuck in a specific position, right? And I am screaming up at him, going, "Relax your core, relax your core." And I've never ever had such a shout about "Sam, shut the fuck up! If you don't shut up, I'm gonna come down and throttle your neck."
And they obviously, Americans don't really understand my sense of humour, I don't think.
So good.
So I genuinely think they feared for their life.
At one point when we were doing this particular activity, you turned around and went, "How about I listen to the actual expert, Sam? You don't know what you're doing either."
But let me tell you something. What I did realise whilst we were away is that I have abused my body to the point where I need to sort my life out.
He went to the gym a couple of days ago for the first time in a while.
In 8 years,
yeah.
Because fuck me, my mind was telling me yes and my body was telling me no. That was literally what was happening quite a few times recently. As I'm getting older, I've noticed that my head says yes, you can do that, and my body goes no, you can't.
Pete also,
and I got a little bit depressed about it.
He doesn't give up either, so he's just in the event, the activity we're doing, he just wouldn't give up because the option was that if you gave up, you got winched up to whatever we were doing. You had to get hauled up, and he refused to go through the misery of me pointing and laughing at him while he was getting pulleyed up.
So people just had to sit and wait for
he
me
was
to
on
have
the thing for 3 hours.
Small bursts of energy because my body,
stick insect.
My body is just not. It's just not in a good way.
Oh,
it
it's
really
so
isn't.
good.
I am incredibly unfit and I really need to sort that out.
So please do wait until you see these videos because you're going to fucking die.
But there were some amazing bits while we were there. What would you say your highlight was?
Oh, Pete took me to a strip club.
Right.
That was jokes. Yeah, we enjoyed that.
I just don't like fucking dickheads in clubs. So, late bars, I like late bars. Quite often late bars involved strip clubs. So I sampled some of Denver and Colorado's finest in the 2 days before Sam got there, and then decided which ones were better for Sam.
And then
I just did some recon for him.
He took me. I didn't go out until the last evening because I was just so jet lagged.
Because of the sunstroke and the toothache.
Yeah, so I was in bed a lot. And but I went, on the final night, we're going to go out. So Pete was obviously in charge because we all know Pete is the man of the evening. Like I do the days, Pete does the evening.
So when Sam and I go away and we do these kind of like these brands,
I know what you're going to say.
We always like to pay for dinner.
This was happened again. I didn't know this time.
Oh, no, sorry. This is the worst one you've ever done. So Sam wasn't there for the first 2 days, so I took everyone out on the first night for dinner and blah, 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 blah. And then on the last night, everyone was going out. I said, Sam, you get this one? Yeah, fine. Everyone's having dinner. Sam gets up. And I said to the woman, because we had to go somewhere else, I said, look, can we have the bill? But take it to the guy with the straw hair.
I just made a speech as well about how we were going to pay for it.
Yeah, just made a speech, which he's done before, and actually did last time we were with this brand, and did the same fucking thing. Although last time your card got declined on that one.
Yeah.
This time, and it happens quite a lot there, I think Sam uses an old card.
I do, I have an old NatWest.
Because we all know Sam is fucking loaded, right? This time, Sam didn't even do that. The lady bought him the bill. He got up from the table, bought me the receipt, and went, do that, I'm going to the toilet.
No, that's not how it happened. That's a lie. That's a lie.
That's exactly what you said.
No, I would tell you what happened, right? I went to the bathroom. I admit, I had stood up.
Walked from one end of the table to the other?
No, before that, I'd stood up and made a speech. I said, guys, don't worry, this is on me. Thank you so much for this amazing journey that you've taken us on. I'm going to get this. And then we got the bill, and then I went, I'm just going to go for a quick pee, right? And I know it wasn't strategic. I genuinely really needed the loo. I thought, well, seeing as I'm getting it, I can do it in my own leisure. The woman brings what I think is the bill over, right? And I look at it and I go, oh, that's not too bad, actually. So I look at it. And I take it over to Pete after I've come back from the loo, and I go, mate.
No, you didn't. You took it before you went to the loo.
Did I?
Yes, you came over and you went, do that, and went to the toilet.
No, I don't.
And I'll tell you how Sam did it. He walked from one end of the table to the other and he went, yeah, I might think that's what you do that.
I don't think I did do that.
Mate, that's exactly what you did. And
Because I thought the receipt was the actual bill, but it was the receipt you said.
No, it was the bill. Yeah, the whole thing.
Basically, Pete paid the bill again.
It happens every fucking time.
I didn't know. I promise you, I didn't know.
Every fucking time. After I'd bought him a cowboy hat and everything.
It was bad. That was bad. And I was like, I'll pay you back.
I've got an Excel spreadsheet of what Sam owes me. And let me tell you, it's racking up. I don't need a pension because I've got Sam. I'm going to hit him with a bill one day and go, here, I'm a little bit hard up at the minute. I've spent all my money on alcohol. Give me some.
I think I'd come back and you'd already paid it. That's what I
Well, yeah, because it got embarrassing at that point because you threw a bill at me. You were in.
But we share everything, you know. You get that.
Yes, apart from the bill. That's one thing we don't share.
You get that.
We
I
like
get
to
someone
share
else.
everything. Yeah. You'll get the next one. When is that going to happen?
I bought the table at that strip club.
And this is the best thing, right? Okay, even better this, and this is what Sam does, and this is how I know. So, guys, you've been out with me before, right? As had everyone else on every other night. Sam had not come out on any of the other nights. He'd just come out on the last night. So I was, doing me. Sam, when he comes out, and I went to him, you can get this fucking bill. And he went, yeah, fine. He ordered some drinks. We just have this, we have this. Sam closes the tab before the drinks have even arrived at the table so that if they run out, no one can add to the bill.
Yeah.
And I know he does it. He doesn't just leave a tab open and go, listen, no, it's fine. You then have to go and ask Sam. All right, and he'll be like, well, or at that point he'll disappear because he'll think, well, I did do the table. Well, no, you didn't, because Ted had to buy an extra bottle of fucking tequila because you were nowhere to be seen. He closed the tab.
We bought a bottle of tequila and a bottle of vodka.
Yes.
I thought that was enough, but you got to close the tab early. What you can't do, this is genuine, it's advice for anyone on a night out, right? You can't be that sucker who's there all night. Yeah, it's like Pete, right? Goes, yeah, just keep the tab open, right? Because then it's just goodwill hunting. After that, it's just open season.
It's a free-for-all.
It's a free-for-all. And then you, when you're hammered at 3 a.m. and they bring you the end of the bill, it's $4,000. And you're like, well, that wasn't fucking worth it. So you got to close it early. And do you know what? I would say that to my kids.
And do you know what?
Not the strip club, but like, you got to close that tab early.
But do you know what's amazing is that when it's someone else that has got the fucking bill open, Sam is the one that orders all the extra bottles. It's always you. We could do another one. There's still a whole bottle there. No, let's do another one.
Yeah.
But anyway, should we talk about the strip club?
It was the most magical experience ever. And I just want you to know, right? Like, also Zara, watching this, I just want you to know, it wasn't my idea. It wasn't just me and Pete. It was like everyone. It was basically like, it's almost become a funny thing now, right? And so I hadn't been to an American strip club. So we go. It was the most amazing experience ever. So what you do is you go in, right? It was called Shotgun Willies. And there was a neon sign outside.
I'm just going to point out how I heard about Shotgun Willies, all right? So I'd been out a couple of nights previous, in the nights that we were there, I'd been out a couple of nights. And
On his own.
And I'd met a lot of people in Colorado and Denver and made friends with 2 wonderful gentlemen called Donnie Goodtimes and Frankie Bones. Now, they told me this was the best place to go for late drinks and all the rest of it and a really good fucking night out. So
Of which it was, to be fair.
So I'd messaged Frankie Bones in the day and I said, Frankie, we're all coming out tonight. He said, don't worry, say no more. I said, fine. He said, go to Shotgun Willies. Get there, and we get greeted at the door by...
Unbelievable. It's like Pete's a full-blown American celebrity. Literally, we walk up, Peter Wicks, yes, sir. They open this velvet, you know that little thing they open to let someone through? They then look me and Ted up and down and go, well, I don't know about this. Pete goes, no, they're with me. So we walk in, right? Pete is leading the charge. He then goes to buy a cigar at the cigar stand, right? I didn't even know you could do that.
Rex, the cigar man.
I didn't even know you could do that at one of these establishments. Mate, before we even go in, by the way, Shotgun Willies Willies has the most amazing neon sign of a shotgun that goes, and then a penis that's next to it that like flashes on and off. So it was really something. So as we're all piling into this place, you already can tell you're going to have a really funny night. We walk in, Pete's gone and got himself a cigar. They've taken him to the best table. And this is actually where, I can't believe I'm saying this, Pete is right. These places genuinely have like the most amazing service. Like they're the most amazing tables. Like they're so good to you. And sorry, the producer just showing around photos of Shotgun Willies. And so Pete gets taken to the best table ever. I then obviously have to pay the tab. I close the tab early. And then what you do in America, and this is fucking great, is you go and get these things called ones out. So Pete takes me over to the cash machine, right? So Pete takes you over to the cash machine, and then you put in your card, and you get a $100 bill, and then you take it to Rex, who's also the cigar salesman, and then Rex will put that $100 bill into ones. And I'm sitting there going, "Why do we want ones?" And Pete goes, "You just wait." So then you go and sit round these little podiums, right? But also we've arrived quite early, so
You're making this sound really seedy.
No one's at these podiums at this point. So we're all sat, and I'm thinking this is the table. So I'm like, great, there's a pole in the middle of the table. I'm like, oh, that's cool. And so I'm just thinking, oh, people just get up and like swirl around the pool. Like if we want to have a go, we have a go, whatever. So these lovely ladies then just like pile out of this room and then start working the pole is what it's called, right? So they're working this pole, and then there's other guys and girls actually who are sat round this table, and this is where the ones come in. You throw the ones or you pass the ones to these really lovely ladies who are really good at what they do, and you give them these ones and like to tell them they're doing a good job. So like it's so basically, and everyone, there's loads of different styles to it. So like some of the American guys who've been there loads, they're like throwing ones in, like yeah. I was a little bit, Pete, by the way, is a real conservative with his ones. Pete would not give a one out unless he really thought they deserved it. He was literally like, but I was very liberal with my ones. I would literally be like, well done you, like have four. And then we struck up a conversation. Yeah, but it's ones, it's not dollars. Well, it is, but it's not. Like, John, it's like Monopoly.
Sorry, what do you think they are?
Well, I don't know, but
it's still money.
No, but it's also like a show of appreciation. It's like, I really like the move you just did. Like, well done. Here, have four. And you never gave anything. You were really bad with your ones.
No, right, okay. Oh, I don't know how much we can explain of this, but basically Sam was putting ones down without a dancer on the podium. Because he thought that would attract them to the podium.
Well, no, I thought it was the done thing. I thought you can't sit down.
At one point, right, so you've got this kind of podium, you sat around there, this circular table, and you've got a group, I think it was two guys and a girl, on the other side sitting down, and they're having a drink, and Sam and I were sat at the other side because Sam didn't want to go and sit at the table alone. So can you come with me? And I said, yeah, fine, come over. Sam pulls out this wad of ones, all right, and the girl who was on the pole was dancing for the other three over the other side who were there before us. And I said, Sam, it'd be fine, just wait. Sam then started just slowly sliding the ones, almost like trying to tempt her over with the ones. I went, stop doing that. And he went, well, I don't know what to do then. So he literally started stacking and folding his money on the side.
What do you do? You know when you get fidgety? Like, I don't know.
He was like this. He was going...
It's like a newsreader. You know when a newsreader taps their papers onto the table?
It was the weirdest thing. I had to get up and leave, and I went to the toilet, and I came back, and he was still stacking the ones. It was fucking weird.
And then so this is the thing, right? What you don't want to do is I like the way I see it is you don't want to sit round this table with a pole in the middle, just sat there. You want to like have a conversation with the lady who's doing it. You want to be like, hey,
or
how
your
are
mate
you?
who's sat next to you.
Yeah, no, but the point is that you don't like just want to be sat there. It seems seedy. Do you know what I mean? To like watch someone dance for other people. So basically, I'm sat there with my ones, and I'm just thinking to myself, well, do you know what? Like, I feel like if you're going to be sat at this table, the tax of being sat at this table is just plant the ones. But Pete comes back and he sees me just putting ones on a table with no one there.
I took them back.
Pete took them back and re-added them. I don't think I've ever seen anyone go onto the stage and pick up your ones and bring them back. I don't even know if that's allowed. Pete then went, watch this. Pete went, Sam, this is a really sad state of affairs. I quote, he goes, this is just embarrassing for everyone involved. So he goes, stay there. So he then takes his glasses off and just stares at this lovely lady. I've never seen anything like it. She comes over. He just stares at her. I've been out there putting my ones down, being like, look at all these ones. And Pete just literally looks at her and she comes over. She was the loveliest lady ever.
Her name was Onyx.
Yeah, Onyx. We had a really, really, really nice conversation. No, she was great. She was really, really nice. She put her legs on Pete's shoulders. Yeah. She put her legs on Pete's shoulders and like drew his head in. That got loads of ones from me. I was like, I have loads. I don't even think Pete paid. She came to the edge of the table, wrapped her legs round Pete's shoulders and head, and then pulled him in. And it was fucking amazing. By the end of it, I was just, because I realised that everyone else was throwing them in. So I just went round the tables going, have some ones. And then I ran out and I was like, oh, okay, that bit's done. I'm going to go back to the table. And Pete went, you can just have mine. He hadn't spent any of his. He had £200 worth of ones because he hadn't spent any of it. Whereas all of the girls had just danced on him for free because he just looked at them. It was the most amazing experience ever.
The difference with America and the UK is that there was an awful lot of people working, and they just want to come and sit down and talk to you. However, that became a bit of a problem.
Well, actually, yeah, I'm going to say this, and actually, I hope Zara's listening to this because when we had this table, they came onto our table, right? And at this point, I'm like, oh, okay, this is getting a little bit ropey. Like, it's quite fun to do the one thing. We can't do any of like the actual like drinking with them and stuff. And so I tapped Pete on the shoulder. I went, Pete, I was like, can you get rid of the girls?
I'm not even joking. That's actually what he said to me.
Had to go to the security guard.
No, I didn't.
In a strip club.
No, hold on, I didn't.
So get rid of the strippers.
I went to Matthew, my new friend, who's the manager, and I went, look, we're just kind of on like a little kind of work thing, so we're all just going to sit together. So do you mind if like the dancers kind of leave the table and that? And he went, yeah, no worries. I went, discreetly though. Do you know what I mean?
It was not discreet at all.
No. He brought over 2 security guards and went, girls, up, out. And we were sat there and they were like, well, you could have just said. And
I then blamed Pete. It was all me. I literally went, Pete, you've got to get him out.
And then I don't know what Donny Goodtimes and Frankie Bones had told the manager, but what they then did was gave us our own security for the night.
Yeah. So basically, any stripper that wanted to come in,
or
like,
anyone,
no.
anyone that wanted to, and it was one of the most embarrassing things I've ever. His name was Troy.
Yeah, but he was a really nice guy. And actually, to be fair, like, because they would really come in, they would like lean over the edge and be like, hey, how are you? And the bouncer would be like, get away.
I had Matthew, who's the manager, got a guy to walk me to the toilets every time I went to the toilet just to make sure I was okay in a fucking strip club in Denver. It was the weirdest fucking experience.
It was the funniest thing.
Yeah, it was funny.
It was the best night out ever. It was literally the strip club without the strippers. But like, it was... Honestly, I've never laughed so much than me. We went, it was Cowboy night.
Well,
me
I was just about to say,
Cowboys.
What we haven't discussed was the fact that on the last night, the entire team had decided that the theme for the night would be Western Flair.
So Cowboy and Cowgirl. Western Flair.
So we'd all rocked in bear in mind, obviously, like, listen, there are cowboys and stuff in Colorado and Denver and all that sort of stuff, but you can tell people who actually are just like...
Yeah.
There, and then you can tell the people who look like they're on a stag do, and they are the people who have gone to the local Western shop, all bought the same hat and shirt and fucking everything else. I mean, Sam looked like Woody from Toy Story, and I looked like an extra from Yellowstone. It was just a real...
And we were wandering around this proper outback...
Sam had a shirt down to here and a bandana around his neck, right? Like laid down with his cowboy hat on, fucking boot. He was some leather chaps away from looking like something bad.
Oh, such a funny night. It was so good. And then I left.
I can't believe we spent 15 minutes talking about a strip club.
It was so good. Honestly.
The only podcast that does that.
If you're ever, well, that's why we're so good. If you're ever in Denver, you gotta go Shotgun Willies. Really, really, really fun night, I've got to say. And they treat you so well in there, didn't they?
Yeah, it was an amazing place. It was amazing. The whole thing, like, I didn't realise, and you kept saying it actually,
how beautiful it is there.
And we're not talking about Shotgun Willies now. We're just talking about just Colorado as a whole was fucking unbelievable. I could fucking go and live there.
Yeah.
easily go and live there.
We
Like,
couldn't stop saying it. It was beautiful.
I mean, there was a point where Sam and I were out like on this fucking ranch in the middle of nowhere, and I mean, other than the sun, I think you because Sam would struggle with the sun out there. I think based on these 3 hours.
No, I'd get used to it. I'd ease myself in.
Well, I don't know. You were cremated after about 15 minutes. But for me, just everything, I just fucking loved it. The people were amazing.
Chick fillers.
What?
Chick fillers. Fuck, I forgot what it's called.
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A's.
Yeah.
The Chick-fil-A's were unreal.
So I obviously didn't. The only issue that I had was probably
Pete didn't like the
food.
cuisine very well.
Well, that's like I don't eat meat, so
I loved it.
Very barbecue fucking meat and all that sort of stuff.
amazing.
And if you're not eating that, you basically get a corn salad, and that's literally just a salad with sweet corn in it. So we were really, really busy when we were in Colorado. But of course, Sam and I, before that, I'd been away on my trip. Sam and I haven't had a lot of time to do what Sam loves to do best.
Oh my God, we haven't even spoken about that. Oh, we did the best TikTok dance ever.
We did not.
We did. It was fucking great. Do you know what? It's probably already out. And I bet you loved it.
All right, let me tell you about this then. So Sam loves to do this fucking shit. It's Sam's bread and butter and blah, blah, blah. We were away in a fucking beautiful place. It was amazing. This was the last day. Sam has had the hump because all week he's been saying to me, please be doing TikTok down here, please do TikTok. We had really long days. I was fucking trying to just enjoy Colorado to the point where Sam goes, well, no one wants to do it with me. I might not just come out tonight. And started having a fucking sulk.
Yeah.
So I went, oh, for fuck's sake, fine, let's go and fucking do this dance if it means you're going to come out and you stop sulking like a fucking child.
It's the only way to get him to do things.
Sam takes me to a patch of grass. I mean, you describe it.
Outside of a school.
Because it was the only patch of grass because we were in the city at this point.
So basically we were going to be on the floor. So it had to be on a soft surface. And it was just outside of school. And Pete immediately...
Sam wanted to recreate a Magic Mike moment on a patch of grass outside of school. Not ideal.
So immediately Pete's worrying about that when he doesn't need to because the school wasn't even in session, actually. It was a completely empty, deserted school.
It was because it was the weekend. But also there was a yoga studio right next door. So you get having people coming out from yoga and Sam going, hi guys, whilst we're on the floor on this patch of grass by a sidewalk in America.
Pete's then laying on a dog shit on the patch
So
of
I'm
grass.
then there. So Sam's got me laid on my front, right? On this
Whilst I'm
patch of-
shagging him from behind.
on a patch of grass, right? And I'm laying there, and I literally went, I do like American grass though, because it's a lot softer. It's nicer, isn't it? So I'm laying on the grass getting fucked by Sam. And if you've seen the video, you understand this. And then I went, oh my God, I smell dog shit.
He had rolled in dog shit. Imagine the anger. Imagine the anger of me taking Pete outside of a school next to a yoga studio where you got yoga mums coming out and he's got dog shit all over his t-shirt.
I was just doing this to appease Sam because I wanted him to actually come out and have a good night. And
I
thought
still
he'd
have the
solve-
bruise on my arm. Look, you see that? I've still got the bruise on my arm
yeah, you
from
do.
where you absolutely battered me afterwards.
I was covered in dog shit.
Colorado, you absolutely magical, beautiful place.
Yeah, all I'm actually going to say is if you ever get a chance to go to Colorado or Denver, fucking go. Like, it's probably not one of the places that, like, although I love all that sort of stuff, I wouldn't necessarily think, oh, I'd really want to go there. Fucking amazing.
There's so much to do. If you like outdoor activities and stuff, like there is so much.
But even the actual city was just really nice, really fucking clean, really beautiful, like just really...
Green everywhere.
Yeah, it was just
really lovely.
fucking, it was just fucking great. And I...
And you actually had a good time with me. By the end of it, you went, that's actually probably one of the better trips I've had with you.
Yeah, that's not hard. But also, I did rent a bike and I did quite a lot of travelling around on the fucking bike and it's fucking stunning.
Apart from when it rained on you.
Oh yeah, that was heavy.
Yeah, Pete turned up really angry after a 3-hour bike ride to the location.
In the
soaking
pissing
wet.
rain, through the mountains, freezing cold in a t-shirt.
At one point, he drove next to the car window, swearing at us, shouting us through the car window. Thank you so much for listening. We've absolutely loved this episode. We love you so much. You're the best community in the world.
No, you've started.
We do. They are the best community in the
Yeah, but
world.
you're doing this thing now at the end of episodes where it's getting
Peggy.
a bit fucking like,
Peggy.
oh, thanks so much. This wouldn't happen without you. It's so
It
great.
wouldn't.
This ain't Miss World. Fuck off. I'll see you next week. Fuck me.
But if we were to do Miss World, we'd probably do okay.
Do you want to pick that huge chunk of saliva that's
Sorry, I just
thrown
spat
out
on
of
the
your
floor.
mouth?
Goodbye! Staying Relevant was an Insanity Studios production.